New York Times. I mean, this is like just sort of, there's nothing more pathetic. I'm sorry. This whole like, we've got to be more nurturing and thoughtful about the white nationalists. Got to reach out to them. I'm sorry. No. Hillary Clinton, flawed candidate, refused to talk about the issues that she was actually strong on in the election. Or I should say strong on relative to Donald Trump. Poor campaigner. Bunch of other externalities too. But the idea that somehow the problem is that white nationalists have been maligned for so long. We got to bring back baseball caps.
Maybe if I just felt a little more respected, I wouldn't say that black people weren't human beings. How about that?
I mean, you know, that's actually not far from the argument.
The argument.
Here is the New York Times public editor, Liz Spayd, appearing on Fox News, the Tucker Carlson Tonight show, to, I don't know, I guess attempt to get some Fox News viewers.
Democrats, students, and foreign allies face the reality of a Trump presidency. Now, if you substituted Trump presidency with, I don't know, terminal cancer diagnosis, it would not change the meaning of this. I mean, that's advocacy, isn't it?
I think that that kind of a headline is exactly what concerns me, which is that I don't consider it advocacy, but I consider it almost an unrecognized point of view that the Times has, that comes from being in New York, being in a certain circle, and seeing the world a certain way, not being in touch with people who don't live like them or don't live in cities, and who are the ones that elected like Donald Trump to the presidency. They're just out of touch with that. And
well, I mean, I see their point there. There's a certain bias of like, oh, there's a lot of people in shock about the presidency. And I suppose they could have written like white nationalists and people who hate Hillary Clinton and are overjoyed at a Trump victory. But it is the New York Times. It was a complete upset. Nobody anticipated. Nobody. Then just to go out and say, like, they need a perspective. Hurt their fee-fees. Hey, man, look at the New York Times headline today. I'm so ripshit.
I could barely even pay attention to the mural I was graffitiing, threatening Muslim lives and to firebomb the local mosque because of the raw condescension of the New York Times.
All the news that's fit to print, yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Bias, much. Put the bitch in jail.
Unbelievable.
And I was like, it's actually, the funny thing to me, though, is that what she's doing is actually far more the stereotype that I have of feckless, out-of-touch liberals.
Exactly.
Like, that's actually it.
Exactly. I know. I apologize.
Oh, I know.
I know,
There's
Tucker.
so much
I apologize.
You know, Tucker,
we have got to get in touch. Well, you know, I mean, maybe, you know, like, where is the argument for the New York Times to put, like, the perspective of, I don't know, Palestinians living in Gaza?
Exactly.
When's Tucker Carlson going to complain about that?
Or conversely, the point you made this morning, what about the really important job in America that is still urbanizing and still becoming more diverse, even with a neo-Confederate government? What about the job of newspapers in rural parts of the country to understand our perspective?
Yes.
I don't hear them reaching out to me, and the fact that I don't hate gay people and I support public infrastructure and I don't think that Hillary Clinton participates in human sacrifice pyramids, I'd like to have some reach out to me.
Yeah. Why does Alex Jones keep refusing to acknowledge that Agenda 1021 could be a good thing?
Yeah, I've actually read the breakdown of it, and it sounds like it makes a lot of sense. I would cut back on golf courses if it saved water and cut down on greenhouse gas emissions.
Hey, it's Sam Seder. Why don't you subscribe to this channel? You can do so right over here. Over. Subscribe.